Hello. I have a great many places that I would love to travel in the world, many that could take the top of my list. Today, if I had to answer the question, I would have to choose Rome, Italy. Being an artist myself and majoring in the arts, it would have to be this destination that I choose. With many world-renowned museums to visit and sights to see, there would be a large amount of things to do in a very little time. Home to this great city was a historical civilization known as the ancient Greeks, where Greeks gods were born and famous historical artists visited to hone their skills. Historical artists like Raphael, who is known for his Madonnas and for his really large-scale figurative work in the Vatican, which housed several figures floating around in the sky and interacting in complex ways. Caravaggio, who is known for his intense realism and dark backgrounds, which really push the figure out in the foregrounds. And one of the most well-known people that visited Rome was Leonardo da Vinci, who is known for inventions, drawing, painting, sculptural work, architecture, science, everything from mathematics to cartography he had his hands in. And the commonality between all these people was they spent a great deal of time in Rome. Some would say this is mere coincidence, but I think not. They viewed works from other artists, they recreated sculptures by drawing and looking at them, and just their sheer presence in this town really influenced them and was a big part of this time. Not only were these famous artists influenced by the town, but the architecture was unparalleled. Creations such as the Colosseum, which could hold upwards of 80 to 100,000 people, and was housed for the gladiatorial games. They also had other events that took place there, public executions, and they would also fill the bottom of the Colosseum with water and have boats, and they would recreate famous historical naval battles, which is pretty crazy for the times. Another great structure that is in Rome and still can be visited today is the Pantheon, which houses a ginormous dome and was unparalleled at the time. And it's one of the most pristine places to visit in Rome that's almost still architecturally sound as it was back then as it is today. Not only was Rome a place for the arts, but it was also a place for enlightenment. Many famous people in Rome, let's see, Julius Caesar, which most people know as the Roman ruler who was a bad guy that got stabbed in the back. Well, yes, that's true, but he also helped to unify Rome, and he beautified the city, and he was a big purveyor in the arts. Let's see, another famous Roman ruler was Marcus Aurelius, who was portrayed in some modern films. But he was also known for great philosophy and peace at the time. Another famous person and philosopher from Rome was Aristotle, who was taught by Plato himself. There's still many of his philosophies and ideas that we use today, or maybe we can enlighten upon further. With all these great people, places, and things to visit, Rome has got to be my number one, at least for today. It's hard to choose from places to visit, and tomorrow, if you ask me the same question, I might say that I would like to visit the Great Barrier Reef, or maybe a Tibetan mountain. So in conclusion, I would like to quote Aristotle by saying, "Well begun is half done." Thank you.